So let's start from, the very beginning of your music career, right? How did it start for you, getting into the industry, deciding to do music like you're doing it now?
Okay, thank you for the question. I would like to extend my warm greetings to your cherished viewers. I would say I was born with it from the beginning. And so right from school, I was leading worship sessions into the senior high school. I was performing on entertainment during entertainment times.
Okay.
And I won Best Vocalist University Senior High School third year student.
It's only right.
Yeah. So moving on, I decided that with such an honor, it simply should put me on the toe that I have to strive harder and push harder so that the country can also notice me at large. Yeah. So that was the inspiration. And so I started writing songs right from school, after senior high school.
When was that? Which year?
2013.
Okay.
2013, so yeah. And then I got the chance to also record with one or two engineers. As an uprising, these situations are quite tough. And being a lady, if you don't strive harder, you would always be comfortable and feel reserved. So that's the inspiration. From school, I just started writing songs, started moving into the studios.
I like your outfit, by the way, especially your sneakers. Let me just mention that. Yeah, it's really nice.
Did you mention church in there somewhere?
School. So, yeah, I was singing from school in church.
So how did the transition happen from church to pop?
To outside.
To a bunting.
Okay, so to me, the issue with church has to do with what you say or what you project. So even if it's a pop as a genre, whatever I say on it matters most. So once I'm speaking or depicting something positive, it still boils to church, irrespective of...
The message is key.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's your personal, like as a music fan yourself, what's your preferred genre? Who do you listen to? Where do you take your inspirations?
Okay, so I listen to almost every good artist because as a creative, I have certain points I look up to in almost every artist. There are people whose lyrics are consciously okay. There are people whose energy are positive. There are people whose style, everything. So I pick from all these levels and then I add it to mine. But then growing up, I used to listen to Whitney Houston a lot.
Okay.
And then I used to listen to Tasha Cobbs as well, Beyonce. And in Ghana here too, I listen to Efia Nocturnal. Sister, in fact, all the female artists in Ghana are very amazing. They have super voice. So I listen to all of them. But with my inspiration, I take some from my past experiences, my present life, other people's experiences, and sometimes it comes.
Right.
So you get the song right, maybe
from above.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so these are your definition of, a good artist, right? Okay, that's good. Now, in defining what your genre is, right? Because for Black Sense, I think that it sort of also leans towards maybe reggae, dancehall, just a little bit, right? Yeah. So what genres, do you want to champion? Or if so, do you just want to tap and dabble into, every genre?
Okay, so touring down the line so far with what I've experienced, I don't want to be restrictive to genres. But I think I am very good when it comes to R&B, hip-hop beats, Afro beats.
I hear a lot of Faith Evans. Did you listen to Faith Evans a lot?
No, please.
Oh.
No, not at all. Yeah. So High Life. Yeah, it's just that sometimes I'm just moved by what I hear.
Okay.
But I have super strength when it comes to R&B, hip-hop beats, Afro beats, and of course High Life.
Okay. Take us through your, music making process. How is a typical music making session like for you?
Okay, so if I want to deliberately address something, so then I would have to do some researches and then have to put one or two together, get the melodies or get the composition of the melodies, and then maybe I'll reach out to an engineer and then sing to him so that he can also start composing the beats.
Right.
And then from there I take the recording. And then if I receive the song too directly, I'm obviously going to record it on my phone and probably build up on whatever that came, and also reach out to an engineer. And sometimes also you can go work with a particular engineer, and then he, knowing your strength, can actually call you and say, maybe you can be good on this beat, or you can try this beat for me. And then so you hook up, get the beats, and then also start composing the melodies on, and then probably take the recordings, and then that's all.
Okay, all right, that's nice.
Have you ever got an idea for a song, a message, but the genre was the problem? So let's say you want to talk about something, the lyrics, the idea has come, you've done your research, but now it's, should it be pop? Should it be dancehall? Should it be this? Have you ever had that conflict?
Yeah, I have had conflict with the engineer trying to create the beats per how I've composed the song.
Okay.
Sometimes I want to end in a particular tone, and then they seem to not find that tone correctly on the keys. So then it means maybe I have composed maybe I flattered the tone or something. I also feel that it should sound that way.
You've done what you have to do.
I have had those challenges quite sometimes, but it's just that I flow on most beats,
right?
So it's not too much of that.
You mentioned having to touch on certain issues in your songs. Yeah. What are the societal issues that stick out to you that you want to put into your music? Because musicians, if there are any group of people on this earth that have the freedom to touch on or speak on or amplify societal issues, I think that musicians are one of those people, know. So what are these issues that stick out to you?
First off, I am a victim of ignorance like being ignorant and falling in love with someone. Hey. Probably the person was the wrong person.
Wow.
And I have seen traces of these situations happening in the youth. Some people fall in love with people wrongly, and then they end up being victims of abuses, even in marriages. And sometimes you can even end up being they popularly say a born one or a born two, all because I feel all these issues comes out of the decisions in choosing partners.
Right.
So I have always wanted to be the voice trying to inspire females to be responsible when it comes to their emotions.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also want to address male to also be responsible when they are treating a woman emotionally.
Okay.
So I like to touch on issues of the heart. I'm also touched by severe hardship upon children and pregnant women.
Okay.
So, because when I used to sit in a car, either a church or a taxi, and I see someone underage having to sell before getting some school fees or getting ends meet, it really touches me. And sometimes I'm forced to even buy something even if I don't need it. Because growing up, I used to sell a whole lot of things. I don't know what I never sold.
Okay.
Sometimes when you go to school and they sell you scripture, you come, your mom will be like, oh, Abba, no, you soon start there. So then you just have to unclothe yourself, dress up, and start packing water to go and sell so that you can gather something and go and pay. So I have certain social issues that are really disheartening to me that I would like to be of hope musically to these people. But apart from that, of course, I can speak about any other thing as well. But mainly, I like to touch things of the heart to people.
So the heart, women, and children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I got that right. Okay.
My last question.
Okay.
Seeing as you have such focused space you want to put your music in, and the messaging you just described is very powerful. Then you also have today's music, which is almost the opposite of all this. People just want the vibes and want to jam.
Vibes.
Do you see yourself ever having to put this conscious aspect aside to move forward in the creative space? Because we've seen it quite sometimes.
Yeah.
An artist is coming out, they have the best intentions and the best message, and then the next album you hear, you're like, and then they tell you that, the first one people were not minding, blah blah. But you also have artists who have stuck to their consciousness and who have still pushed and still have managed to do. Are you ready for that battle?
Yeah, in a way, I would say yes and a no. Because being a creative, I shouldn't restrict myself to the music I create though. But then I still feel like it's a platform that I need to get to. If I have to start with what is current, what is ongoing, make sure I build up to get the platform that I can still channel my main course. Why not? Because as a musician, I'm supposed to be current, listening to the vibe that is ongoing so that I can also fit in, because now music has become something else. You have to follow what is ongoing, right? Especially when you are now coming up. So I am ready to go anywhere we are going, but I'll still not forget that once I get the platform that I can channel all these decisions that I have made, why not? And I think I can still put even this precepts on any current beats too that is going. It's all about the composition. I can still make someone feel something very sensitive, but maybe in a danceable way.
Yeah.
There are songs like that, so I'm ready.
Kidi did it with Lico, so I can understand.
Bianca did it as well.
Yes, Bianca did it as well.
So I think creatively, I can still channel my emotions into the beats that is ongoing.
Right.
It's not really a problem.
You likely touched on the difficulties of being a female in this industry. Can you walk us through, you know, the path, you know, of how difficult it's been for you on your journey? Yeah,
it has not been easy though, and it's still not easy. But then, once the passion is there, and I believe I was born to do this, so irrespective.
I like that.
Irrespective of however the challenges I'm facing, I still have to push through and make sure that I get the best out of myself. So being a female in the industry, when it comes to lifestyle, you know, like a male will just get some t-shirts and some jeans and come. A female will have to do with hair, makeup, and all those things. So it boils to finance. I will sum all up into finance, because for a female to look presentable or to look quite appropriate, it entails a lot, unlike a male.
Right.
And then also, a female has to do twice a male would do, because we have these mood swings that comes naturally into our systems, and you still have to keep the work going. For example, excuse me, if a woman is in her period or she's going through that.
That's okay.
Okay.
I think everybody knows that women go through that time of month.
She's going through that phase, and she really has to also entertain a particular group of people who are watching out for her. She has to double up emotions. Exactly. And when you see the male perform, they perform so much with energy. They command a whole lot of youth. And when you're a female, you have to be thrown to that challenge to also make sure that you are entertaining the people you are before them and all that. So it is not easy technically, and it's not easy generally as well. But then I think we have to do what we got to do.
In an ideal world, what will be that fuel that will keep your machine going?
A free will.
Fuel.
Oh, okay.
In an ideal world, what will Mima Afrika need, you know, to keep her going, aside the financials that you mentioned?
I think a loyal machinery or a loyal team.
A loyal team.
Yeah, because this work, you can't do it alone. You obviously need people. And when you don't get the people who are committed to the dream, you don't reach far. Yeah. So I will need a loyal team around me, because that's where the passion is grounded. So I just need people who can work around me, be committed to the dream so that we can reach there.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully you find that, because the talent is there. It's there, right?
And I like the resolution. She's sure. Yeah. The challenge now is to, you know, put to the journey of visuals as well. Are we to look out for any specific visuals with videos, visualizer, anything coming in the pipeline?
Yeah, exactly. I am working on Black Sense, the video for Black Sense.
Okay.
Yeah, very soon. And I am also believing that God will make a miracle, because I want to do a listening party before the video, and maybe probably go on a media tour or something.
Okay.
So that's what I'm currently working on. But then it's officially out though on all streaming platforms, Black Sense and Mokodi.
Okay. Is the listening party for an EP or an album?
Yeah, an EP.
Okay. Sorry, have you titled it already?
Yeah, this is
out?
Me. So it's yet to be officially out somewhere next month.
Okay.
So the title is This Is Me.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that your first?
Yes, my first.
Okay. First EP, This Is Me, listening party coming in April. Right? Yeah. Have you picked the date for that already?
That is what we are working on.
Okay.
So I can't certainly state. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll stay tuned.
I was going to say that even though you are not certain about the date for your listening party for the This Is Me EP, we are certain that we have your back, and so just let us know whenever the listening party is. I'm sure we are going to show up to support you.
I'm on
okay.
it. I'm
All right.
on it.
Now, I know you mentioned that you need a loyal team, but I'm sure some people have held your hands, you know, throughout your career so far. And so if you want to give any shouts, you can do that. And then if anyone wants to find you on socials, where and how they can find you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, first off, I would like to thank the producer of Black Sense, Red Fox.
Okay.
It's inside Malam. That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
And I would like to thank the DJs who are still playing the Black Sense, regardless of money or payola. I'm so grateful unto them in the likes of DJ Sakawa, DJ Astifa, okay, so all DJs who are holding me down on Black Sense, I would like to say I'm so much grateful. Everyone on my social pages that are streaming, that are following, that are supporting, I would like to say thank you so much. I'd like to thank my team, precisely Warning G, Fafanyo the Prime, the SPGH, and I would also like to give a big shout out to Mr. Charles Bosompra of Prime Age Consultancy, and I would like to thank Kojo Trip for holding me down on this one. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful. And then shout outs to all uprising artists in Malam who are making it hard to get there. I give you all the shout outs, all the likes. And everybody watching right now, big shouts to everyone. Thank you.
Big shouts to you too, Mima Afrika, and thanks for coming. And again, shouts to you, Kojo Chip. Hello. But yes, this has been our Tuesday morning performance. Like I said, groundbreaking, talented artists. We want to throw the light on them. Let's spotlight them. Let's support them. Let's push them up the ladder of their musical careers. You're still tuned into Culture Daily, coming to you on 3music TV and Plus 89.9 FM.